Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The play fake. Here's Lawrence. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Devin Bush just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
On play action, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 11 carries, 51 yards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
On third down. Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. It's
a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
about
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain there for the Bills.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Salvon Ahmed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Ward to return. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Barnes, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Man open, here is Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Bass is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Lawrence to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
You're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is caught. Jennings. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. On second down, it's Barnes. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. It's Rodgers here with a grab. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Again, it's Lawrence. He's got Hurst as tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To the air, Allen. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. For this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen off the play fake. This is Jennings. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to... Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Another tote for Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Open man right side is Shark. 7 yards the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Here's Lawrence. Got it complete to Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Oh, you got to pin it,
baby.
baby.
20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense. Lawrence following that pick six, and now the kick is away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barnes. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down, it's Barnes. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.